What up, y'all? Welcome back to some more Littleroot Laddering. We're continuing on with the super sweet Regigigas Coalossal team that we played last episode. So if you haven't checked that out already, make sure you go and check that one out. It should be in the... I don't know. I don't know where stuff is on YouTube. But first match of the day... I want to say that's Justified Lucario, but I don't see a beat-up user. I believe Urshifu gets beat up. But if they do that, then, like, Gigas just kind of bodies them, right? Yeah, we have high horsepower for the... Yeah, I don't know why we don't just go... Actually, I think this is a Cole game. Because Cole beats up basically everything, and then we can... My big concern with Gigas is being able to body the Celesteela, and we don't have a solid answer to that with this combination. So I think this is correct with Urshifu Rillaboom in the back. Rillaboom beats up quite a bit. We also get to control the terrain off of Indeedee and Feeny. Seems fine. Let's rock. Let's lock it in. Plus, they don't have a an answer to Cole either. So let's see what our opponent does, and see why they're gonna lose to Coalossal. Okay, if they max Feeny, we're not in a great position. But I think that's fine. Right? We could also just like hard switch into Rillaboom here. We could like Dragon Darts and switch Cole into Rillaboom. I don't hate that. Like, just give them the like having Feeny up front here means if they Dynamax the Feeny and go for a Geyser into Cole, we just lose the game right there on the spot. So with this, like, we get to preserve Cole for the end game. Yeah, we are going to see the max on the Feeny. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Probably going to see a Follow Me plus a Geyser into the Rillaboom. I'm really hoping Dragon Darts is enough to take it out. If not, we can Dragon Darts plus Wood Hammer the following turn, and that should be enough to take it out. We don't see the Follow Me, so is this just going to be Expanding Force? Screens, okay. Screens and Indeedee is not something I've seen before. It's something I didn't even know it had access to. Yeah, this turn went pretty okay for us. In all actuality, this turn went pretty okay. So now I'm going to Phantom Force into the Feeny slot. And I'm going to go for the Grassy Glide into the Indeedee, because I'm anticipating a Follow Me this turn. And a Starfall into the Dragapult. So, like, if we can just stall out their Dynamax, then what have they accomplished, you know? So, like, this is going to be late game Cole coming in to do what we need to, so feeling pretty okay about our position so far. Correctly called a Starfall. So now a Glide plus Phantom Force should be able to take out the Feeny. I hope. If they max guard... Does Phantom Force go through max guard? I actually don't know the answer to this one. Okay, it does not. So then probably going to see a Wicked Blow into the Dragapult. Into the Rillaboom. Okay. I'm fine with that. Do I want to Will-O-Wisp the... I don't think so. I can just go for Dragon Darts. And Grassy Glide into... No. I'm going to go for a Phantom Force into the Feeny. Go for a Grassy Glide into the Feeny. Pick up the KO on it. And then Rillaboom's going to go down to... Rillaboom's going to go down to this Wicked Blow. And then the Feeny doesn't get an attack off this turn. I think this is fine. So I need to be able to put pressure on the Urshifu this turn. And conveniently, we have our own Urshifu to be able to do that. Do I want to go into Coal this turn, though? We can. We can go into Coal and go for a... Yeah, I actually think bringing in Coal this turn is correct. We can go for Rocks into the Urshifu. Or we can Max Guard this turn. If we Max Guard and then they... Okay, we have Sash on Dragapult, so yes, it's correct to Max Guard this turn and keep the Coal healthy, because we're gonna take out the Feeny this turn. Sucker Punch, Wicked Blow is going to put the Dragapult down to Sash, and then we can go for Surf plus whatever next turn with Coal. Okay, there's the big Coal threat down. I bet this is banned. Just the way they've played this, that feels like banned. And getting rid of the rain here is really good for us as well, because now our max flares are going to do maximum damage. Feeling pretty good about our position so far. This is actually just great, because I don't care about that Hippo. So we can go for the Surf. And I think it's correct to just flare into the Urshifu. It's not banned. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, just the way they had played that, it felt like they were banned. But this is fine. Like, what does Hippo do to us that's threatening? They can go for Ice Fang, evidently. But now we get to bring out our own Urshifu. We can go for a Wicked Blow into the Hippo. And we can Max Flare down the Urshifu here. If they detect, they're not. They're just going for CC. That's fine. Because now the Max Flare is guaranteed to pick up the KO. And they gave us our policy. That's really good for us. So the question is how much does this do to Hippo? Good chunk. A real good chunk. Max Flare is going to pick up the KO on the Urshifu. And we have Sun up, so we can go for a Solar Beam next turn. No, we're not. JK, LOL. But that's fine, because this just goes down to another Wicked Blow. They can't protect in front of us. Yeah, not being banned there really caught me off guard. Just the way they had played that up to that point. But, hey, a win's a win. I'll take it. I definitely think playing those first couple turns was correct. Stalling out their Dynamax on the Feeny was very good for us. Because, like, we can go for Surf, but Feeny typically can be able to live a max overgrowth from the Coalossal, even at +2, if they Dynamax. So being able to prevent them from actually gaining advantage from their Dynamax was exceptionally good for us. Hey, we're an Ultra Ball gamer. Look at that. Plus, I don't think that the Gigas plan was... Like, actually looking at that last game, I don't think the Gigas plan would have been good for us. So, really glad that we actually got to showcase the cold team, the cold part of this a little more as well. Okay, so as of Garchomp, Feeny, Cart, Blacephalon, Moltres. I legitimately have no idea what they're trying to do. Like, Giga's Weezing doesn't line up against the Cart very well. Or the Blacephalon. I'm thinking this is a cold game. Because, like, again, if they have Feeny, we just stall out the Feeny and we can take it out with Rillaboom. Dragapult can take out the Garchomp. We have Overgrowth, plus, like, other Dorks to be able to deal with it. The Azelf we don't really care about. Moltres can be kind of scary, but we have Coal for it. Like, Vocalith into the Moltres is going to do a big chunk. Let's see. Garchomp, Blacephalon. I don't see any coherent strategy up front here. This could be Scarf Blacephalon, which would outspeed the Dragapult, and if that's the case, they could just be going for a Shadow Ball. So I think it's correct to go to Rillaboom here. And we can Vocalith into the Blacephalon. Like, if they go for Mind Blown, they trigger our Steam Engine. But then we lose Rillaboom. But I have a feeling it's going to be Scarf Shadow Ball into the Rillaboom here. No Dynamax from our opponent. That's kind of great. Because now we can glide into the Garchomp next turn. It's going to take good chip damage from the Vocalith. And then Grassy Glide plus a double up into it should be able to take it out. Okay, there's the Shadow Ball, called that correctly. Rillaboom does not take that exceptionally well, but that's fine. Yeah, Swords Dance up, I don't care. That's fine. Now we get to delete the Blacephalon. Vocalith's going to do a little bit of chip here onto the Garchomp. And then we can Grassy Glide plus Overgrowth into it this next turn. I don't even think we were in a winning position. Like, sure, we got to take out your Dragapult counter, but like, you're still at a +2 on your Garchomp. I don't understand that concession, but I'll take it. I will take it. Well, yeah, this team has been very good for us so far. I will admit that. I've definitely just torn it up the entire time we've had this on the show so far. And I don't see that stopping anytime soon. This should be match point for Master Ball. Pending that, you know, we get paired with an opponent here and we can actually get in. But, you know, those are all minor details. This team has just felt exceptional because I haven't found any pairing of Pokemon that can reasonably take on Coalossal, Dragapult, and Regigigas. So the fact that there's no like hard counter to either of them just makes it where this team is very dynamic and you win matchups in team preview. You win matchups in leads. So they have Rillaboom, Feeny, Alola Whack, Urshifu, P2 Eliki. I'm thinking they're going to try to go Trick Room here with P2 plus something up front. Weezing doesn't have Taunt, correct? We do have Taunt. So how do they beat this lead if we just Taunt on one? And then we have the dynamic duo of Urshifu, Rillaboom in the back. This should cover all of our bases. Urshifu gets to deal with the Alola Whack, Rillaboom gets to deal with Feeny and their Urshifu. Eliki dies to a ham sandwich. Yeah, this seems fine. Seems very good for us. Alright, opponent, what do you got for us? What can we do to prevent you from coming out ahead? Eliki, Urshifu. I don't care about that lead. Alright, I kind of care. Urshifu is actually kind of annoying. How much is Max Knuckle going to do into us? What if we just double switch into Rillaboom Urshifu up front here? Like we go Rillaboom on the left. Nah, I lied. We're gonna max guard, and we're gonna go for a Willow into the Urshifu. This is the real play. We're not scared of Urshifu if it gets neutered here at the very start. And max guard means that Gigas is going to be safe this turn. We can get the Will-O-Wisp off and then take care of whatever the following turn. Like, granted, this is wasting a turn of Dynamax, but I think that's fine. If they went Wicked Blow into the Weezing, we could be in a bad position. This is a really bad position. Weezing, you failed us. Alright, well, that's really bad. For a couple different reasons. The big one being they have an Urshifu and we have a Dynamax Gigas that doesn't do anything. But we can bring this back. I have faith in us. I'm going to Hailstorm into the Eliki, break any potential sashes they have, and I'm just going to glide into the Urshifu. Yeah, leading Urshifu into Gigas was very good on their part. Just makes it where they're able to just shut off Wheezing immediately. Man, that's a good chunk. And this is not going to be a good chunk. But we break any sashes that they might have over there. Plus, that was through Reflect. So, like, I mean, it still did a decent amount, just not nearly as much as we would have liked. I honestly expected the Reflect on 1. So then this turn we can go Max Strike into the Urshifu and glide into the Eliki. And this should be a double KO. No protects. Okay. This is going to be CC. No, just Wicked Blow. We should live that. So, Gigas didn't get to do its thing, but we did get 2 KOs in its 3 turns of Dynamax, so that's kind of fine. More importantly, we got 2 KOs without Wheezing. Which really just shows you how good Rillaboom is. Notably, they still have their Dynamax. We don't. We're locked into Grassy Glide, which is fine. But we have Urshifu to come in here in the end game. If they have P2 Alola, we're in a really good position. Show me Alola. Yeah, there it is. Cool. So I'm going to Wicked Blow into the Alola, and I'm going to Grassy Glide into the P2. They do have Reflect up, and they have Eevee Light on the P2, so this is still going to do a non-zero amount of damage, but not nearly as much as we would like. This is probably max guard plus Trick Room this turn, which we could have called and gone for the Close Combat plus Grassy Glide into the P2 to try to take out. And I debated it. I seriously debated going for just trying to take out the P2, and then the Alola doesn't do anything. Okay, so now we can Sucker Punch the... We can Sucker Punch the Marowak. And just Grassy Glide into the P2 again. And just continue to chip away. Not gonna lie, kind of wish we had knockoff right now. The fact that this is Choice Band and not Frozen Sense is kind of hindering right this moment. I mean, it hasn't been an issue any other game, but being able to knock off the Eviolite and then pick up the KO would have been ideal. I mean, that did a non-zero amount. Flare into the Rillaboom, into the Urshifu, really. Yeah, this game's over, unfortunately. Is this just Ice Beam? Good golly. I believe this is the last turn of Terrain. Is it? No, this is the last turn of train. But it is what it is. You know, ultimately, we lost this in the initial Pokemon. So the Urshifu seems like a very good way to be able to beat this pairing of Gigas Weezing. Like, being able to just punch the Weezing through Protect is really good. It's really, really good. I was anticipating them to just target down the Gigas, and so like, had we gone for Max Strike instead, we could have potentially picked up the KO, but had we just, like, had we Max Strike plus, I guess just, I really don't have a good answer. Like, we can't protect. I don't know, but let's play one more. We had a short game there with the first one, so. Alright, Tailwind can be an issue. Like, they have Tailwind on the Tornadus, so Dragapult doesn't look great. What if we have late game Cole? Urshifu looks insane. The more I look at this, the more I really want Urshifu. Yeah, what if we do Urshifu Rillaboom? I'm debating if I want Weezing Gigas in the back or if I want Dragapult Cole. Urshifu beats up a lot of their team, the more I look at this. I think it's Dragapult Cole. I think this is fine. I think this will be fine. What was that frame our opponent had on their trainer card? I haven't seen that one before. It was like Pixelmon. Oh, this is great. So I can Sucker Punch their Urshifu, Grassy Glide their Urshifu, and that should pick up a KO. Like, they're going to set Tailwind, but I don't really care. I can't imagine this Urshifu protects, but I guess we'll find out together. I'm anticipating a Surging Strikes plus Tailwind this turn. And because both of our moves have priority, they're going to lose the Urshifu before it gets to attack. If they detect, it could be bad, but nope, no detect. There's the Grassy Glide, pick up the KO. Cool. One threat down. Icy Wind? Really? I mean, I'm just gonna keep using my priority moves. Seems like a bizarre choice. Wonder if this is like Cinderace coming out here. It is the Cinderace, that's good. I'm anticipating an Airstream this turn. The question is who is it into? What do we think their last is? I think Sucker Punch plus Grassy Glide into the Tornadus is correct. They're going to Dynamax the Bunny. We're going to get our Sucker Punch off. Probably see a Tailwind. Notably, it's not Gmax, but that's honestly fine. The difference in this format doesn't really... It's basically non-existent. Sucker Punch going to do a decent chunk, all things considered. Grassy Glide going to do a very good chunk, all things considered. Notably, they're not going for Tailwind again. Yeah, we lose the Urshifu, that's fine. If this is Air Slash, I feel good. Cinderace is now going to be faster than Coalossal, than Dragapult. Yeah, this is actually fine. Like, losing both of those there means that we get the free switch into Dragapult Cole. And because Dragapult is Sash, we can live every hit. So I think the play this turn is just enable Cole. Hope for a late game Cole sweep here. Probably gonna see an Airstream. If this is Airstream plus Icy Wind, we could be in a pretty bad position because then I think we lose Dragapult before it gets to attack. And then Cole's at -1 with no triggered policy. -1 speed. Which is whatever. Cole is not fast anyway, so... No, now we're gonna see the Tailwind. Well, that's fine. Steel Spike. That does a decent chunk, all things considered. But them getting the defense boost is whatever. Literally whatever. And Tornadus might be in Rock's range now. It's close. Question is, how much is this going to do to Cinderace now that they resist the hit? That is in Rock's range. Cool. Nice defense boost. Question is Tornadus also in Rock's range? Probably not. It is! Awesome! Alright, now it's a 1v2 with a very, very fast Coalossal and a Dragapult that still has its Sash intact. Spectrier? I don't care about that. I'm just gonna Dragon Darts it. Well, there's their Sash. That means that the Tornadus was Mental Orb, most likely. We're gonna see the Shadow Ball. That's fine. Oh, look at that. I have a Focus Sash too. Cool. Well, 3-1 today. Granted, the loss, I gotta think about that one because I don't think I like Cole in that lead. like seeing how they led, but maybe Cold Dragapult is correct there. And we just go Surf, trigger Steam Engine, take out the Urshifu before it becomes a threat. Yeah, maybe that is the play. If we just leave Cole instead, we're in a pretty decent position from turn 1. Eliki can set up Reflector Light Screen, but we don't really care about that. They go for Electro Web, we don't really care about that. Like, if they Electro Web, Dragapult is still faster because of Clear Body. So then we get Steam Engine triggered, which then means our speed is maxed out. I believe the way Steam Engine works is it maxes out the speed, it doesn't give it +6. So if that's the case, then we instantly become faster than the Urshifu as well. So yeah, that's going to be it today, everyone. Thank you very much as always. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you sub. Make sure you subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications when new stuff goes live. Leave a like on the video as well. And leave a comment down below saying, what do we want to talk about today? Now that Players Cup 2 is done, what do you think about Coalossal? I mean, it's won both Players Cup. We've done pretty decent work with it so far. Coalossal is a Pokemon that honestly feels super underrated until it becomes super popular. And then everyone realizes, oh hey, we can still beat this. And then it fades back into oblivion. So, I think it's fine. I think it's a very good Pokemon when left unchecked, which we have showcased multiple times now. So, that's going to be it, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Peace.